Something strange happens in many homes. One day, your child stops listening. Not slowly, almost suddenly. You call them once. Nothing. You call them again. Still nothing. And then, they look at you and do the opposite. You wonder, what changed? Did they become stubborn, disrespectful? Or did something else change? Because here is the surprising truth. Children rarely stop listening for no reason. And sometimes, without realizing it, parents accidentally teach children to stop listening. But here is the strange part. In some countries, children listen calmly most of the time. No shouting, no constant arguments, no daily battles. So the real question becomes, what are those parents doing differently? And the answer might surprise you. Let's imagine a simple moment. A moment many parents know very well. It is evening. Dinner is ready. The food smells wonderful. You call from the kitchen. Dinner time. No answer. You call again. Come eat. Still nothing. You walk into the living room. Your child is sitting on the floor, playing, drawing, watching something. You repeat the request. Come eat. They look at you. For a moment, you think they will listen. But instead, they say something simple. No. Just one word. And suddenly, dinner becomes a battle. You feel frustrated, maybe even hurt. You think, why are they behaving like this? This used to be easy. But something important is happening here. Something inside the child's brain. Children are not born wanting to disobey. In fact, very young children naturally want to cooperate. But around the ages of 2 to 6, something powerful appears. A new feeling, a new discovery, independence. For the first time in their life, a child realizes something. They can say, no, and that one small word feels powerful. It feels like control. Psychologists call this reaction reactance. Reactance happens when a person feels their freedom is threatened. Even adults feel it. If someone says, you must do this now, your brain quietly pushes back. Children feel this even more strongly because their entire world is controlled by adults. Adults decide when they sleep, what they eat, where they go, what they wear. And sometimes, the only control they feel is the ability to say no. But here is something most parents never notice. The moment children discover this power, many parents accidentally make the situation worse without realizing it. And the more parents try to force obedience, the more children resist. Why? Because the battle is no longer about dinner, or homework, or bedtime. The battle becomes about control. When a child refuses to listen, many parents react instantly. They raise their voice. Come here right now. Or they threaten. No TV tonight. Or they repeat the command again and again. Come here. Come here. Come here. But something unexpected happens inside the child's brain. The louder the command, the stronger the resistance. Not because the child wants conflict, but because their brain is protecting independence. And suddenly, a simple request becomes a power struggle. A father once described this situation perfectly. His 5-year-old son never listened. Every request turned into an argument. Brush teeth. No. Do homework. No. Come eat. No. One evening, the father tried something different. Instead of giving an order, he asked a question. Do you want to eat first? Or set the table first? Something surprising happened. The boy paused. He thought. And then he stood up. Not because he was forced, but because he felt he had a choice. Children don't resist guidance. They resist pressure. A simple shift changes everything. Instead of commands, offer choices, small choices. Red shirt or blue shirt, carrot or cucumber, bath now or in 5 minutes. The child still follows the boundary, but their brain feels a sense of control. And suddenly, cooperation becomes easier. Now let's travel to a different place. Finland. In Finland, children grow up with remarkable independence. A 7-year-old child may walk to school alone, play outside, explore forests, solve small problems without adults stepping in. Because independence is part of childhood. Parents trust children, and children learn to trust parents. When a Finnish parent speaks, their voice is usually calm, quiet, almost gentle. Not because children are naturally obedient, but because children feel respected. And when respect exists, listening becomes natural. Now consider Japan. In many Japanese schools, young children clean their classrooms. Together. They serve lunch to classmates. Together. Responsibility is shared. Group harmony matters deeply. Children learn something important from a young age. Listening is not about fear. Listening is about belonging. They listen because they feel part of the group. And when children feel valued, they cooperate more easily. So if children naturally seek independence, and if force creates resistance, what should parents do instead? The answer is surprisingly simple, but it requires one small shift. Not in the child, but in the parent. Children learn more from what we model than what we command. When parents shout, children learn shouting. When parents demand, children learn resistance. But when parents speak calmly, children learn calm. When parents listen, children learn respect. And slowly, something changes. The child who once ignored you begins to respond. Not because they are forced, but because they feel heard. Because the truth is simple. Children rarely stop listening to punish their parents. They stop listening when they stop feeling understood. Change that, and something beautiful happens. They start listening again. The next time your child says no, pause. Take a breath. Remember, they are not your opponent. They are learning who they are. Guide them gently. And one day, you may notice something surprising. They begin to listen again. Not because they must, but because they want to.